what's up guys? We got 48 hours until Black Ops 3 releases. I'm just trying to kill time playing on the PS4. This is the first PS4 footage I'm actually even going to upload on my channel. I mean, I really haven't been playing too much PS4, but you know, with Black Ops 3 releasing not that far from now, I got to get used to the controller. Got to get used to how this lobby works. PS4 lobbies is what I'm talking about. There's a different culture on PS4, guys. It really is. I come from the PS3, and I moved from PlayStation to Xbox. So you who didn't know that, I gotta say there's definitely a different culture of non-mobile players on the PS3 and PS4. People camp really hard on the PlayStation. It's really hard to deal with, and I don't really know why that is. You have your campers on both systems. You have your guys who are sprinting around the map on both systems, but just in general, it's more common on the PlayStation to see dudes laying on their bellies in the back of the spawn or sniping out of the back of their spawn than on the Xbox. Xbox has more mobile players. That's why I'm able to get a lot higher scores on the Xbox than I am the PlayStation. I actually have better aim on the PlayStation. Maybe that's also true for everyone else. Maybe that's why it's also a little harder for me. But then again, I still have been dropping some chems. If you've been watching my live streams, I finally dropped my first chem strike. Oh my god, what a grind. It was not easy. And it was in ground war too. Get that. Ground war with all the snipers and M27 thermals. No hate on the M27 because I am using it in this gameplay. But those that sit in the back of their spawn with the thermal sight and don't move the entire game, and then when you kill them, they go right back to the same spot. Yeah, screw you. It's really hard to deal with, guys. I'm not gonna hate though. I mean, hey, you paid your money for the game. Play how you want to play, but just so you know, you're really hard to play against, and it's really annoying when you do that. But I mean, hell, maybe that's the only way they can get kills. I mean, who knows? So the setup I'm actually using on my M27 is I'm using something a little bit different on this bad boy. What I'm using is I'm kind of using it like an AR. I'm using agility, ready up, quick draw. Okay, no stalker. Excuse me. I don't like stalker on the PlayStation. I don't know what it is. I run ARs with no stalker or stock, whatever they call it on here. I run the SMGs. Normally on like the Xbox, I run it on everything, including SMGs. But I just don't find it to be that big of an advantage. Like maybe it's the stick layout on the PlayStation where I'm able to maintain my aim without strafing into my shot. And yeah, so anyways, long story short, I just don't use stalker on the PlayStation. I prefer the ready up quick draw, which is really different from my normal playstyle. And you guys know I'm real big into like using like focus with the stock or stalker and just strafing into that shot and getting easy kills. But I don't know if it's the connections on PS4 or what, but it's just not working for me. Like none of my chem class setups have been working on the PlayStation. Having a really hard time finding something that does work, and that's just in general in any Call of Duty. I went back to Advanced Warfare, same thing. I don't like the stock on the guns. I prefer to run with quick draw. But yeah, I go back to 360 and it's the complete opposite. So anyways, that's what I'm running on here. It's been working really good. As you can see here, I mean, I'm moving at the speed of an AR. Pretty much play it exactly the same as I would as an AR. Except this thing is so much more damaging. And it just is a laser beam. So, that being said, let's talk a little bit about... I don't want to call it cheating, but let's talk about why you probably struggle in Call of Duty and some things that I've currently found out that people are doing. There's a lot. The thing about Call of Duty is it's become not a battle of gun skill. It's become a battle of the hardware, if you feel me. There's so many things that maybe you guys should know about that I'm going to talk about that aid your performance in the game. The reason I'm talking about this is because they recently came out with a router. It's called the NetDuma. I'm actually considering buying it, but I'm going to see how Black Ops 3 plays first without it. And then if I see I'm getting into some bad lobbies, I might check out this NetDuma router. But it's $200 US dollars, okay? For a router, Okay, not a system, a router. And supposedly it helps your connection. It lets you filter out foreign lobbies. Places that are hosts that are far from you, it's not going to let you connect to them. So it's only going to connect you to people that are nearby. Now, of course, that's going to help your connection, make it real steady. And that's all great and gravy, but I mean, just think about how technology is affecting us. Like, look at the SCUF controller, for example. SCUF controller has made gaming on FPS a nightmare. It really has. I own a SCUF, and I gotta say, yeah, I mean, it's borderline cheating with all the buttons on the back, with the ability to depress the shoot and fire buttons faster than a normal controller. Yes, I'm really surprised that they even allowed that years ago back into professional gaming, because it's that big of an advantage to the point where now everybody has to have it if you play professional. I don't know, guys. There's just so many things. On top of the SCUF controllers and the routers, you also have other hardware, like you're able to use a mouse and keyboard on consoles now. You're also able to use USB attachments onto your controller, which basically, if you don't know, also allows you to run scripts. I found this out recently. Apparently, this USB attachment allows you to run a script where you can even reduce or remove, I shouldn't say remove, you can reduce the recoil on your guns. How cheap is that? You can reduce recoil from guns. So, put it to you like this. I recently found out, ooh, Chemstrike, baby. Chemstrike? What is this madness? Oh my god, Assault, Chemstrike, and TDM, fellas. But I mean, what is this madness where all of a sudden big YouTubers are using this Chronomax, that's the name of it, by the way, are using this Chronomax to reduce recoil? And I personally think it's straight up cheating. If you use those scripts, you are cheating at the game to gain an advantage, and I do not condone that. I know some of you guys out there probably like, oh, screw you, Oz, screw you. Hey man, I'm just telling the truth. It is cheating, and some of your favorite YouTubers are using it. I think it's funny, but it's the truth. But yeah, I mean, Call of Duty and just FPS in general on the consoles has become a battle of the hardware. It's not really so much about what you're capable of doing in the game with your controller. It's more about what type of controller you have and what you got hooked up to it. You feel me? But not hating. I mean, it is what it is. We can never go back to the old days. That's why if they make a new Call of Duty, that's exactly what we want. We'll never be satisfied because of that. So there's just too much stuff going on nowadays. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. 38-2 Assault Kim, Call of Duty Ghost.